the police. We came into an area which was walking home from where we went to eat to the restaurant back to our hotel. We were surrounded by police. We were asked to provide our ID, and now we're being searched for whatever illegal contraband. And as Luke said, it's an intimidation tactic. How do they even think it's going to work? Like, we're not going to come back here tomorrow. We're going to be here until Sunday, whatever happens, because the mainstream media won't cover this. We have to. We have to go through all this every single year just to shine a light on this, because the mainstream refuses to do so. So here we are yet again, going through this whole procedure.
So it appears more cops are arriving, and we've taken about 5 steps from the, yeah. Are they talking about my bright light?
Yeah. We just tried to walk.
No one's asked me to turn it off.
He's totally surrounded by a lot of police officers. They stopped us here and told us to leave.
Guten Tag, die Herrschaft. Wenn Sie mal kurz zuhören, verstehen Sie Deutsch?
Kein Deutsch.
Können Sie übersetzen?
I can translate, yeah.
Okay. Sie befinden sich hier in einem Kontrollbereich.
You're in the middle of a control zone.
Werden wir jetzt von Ihnen die Identität erstmal feststellen.
So they want to have our identities, like any kind of ID.
Geben Sie mal bitte dem Kollegen Ihre Ausweise. Ihre
That is
wichtigen
actually
Ausweise,
legal in
Identity
Germany.
card not from the press. Keine Presseausweise, sondern Personaldokumente.
Passports only, no press. No, but that's legal, but that's not a reason for...
So,
At least we could film. Last time I was here doing this, my cameras were taken away.
The rebel team Infowars, and we're being asked to hand in our passports for just being within 50 meters approximately of where the
So this is how they treat visitors to Germany.
I think he's asking me to turn off my light. Is that
He
correct?
complains about the brightness and that you're shining it right in his face.
Bright and lights.
It's just like in the gym.
Police officers all around us, they just swarm. So if this is happening before anyone's even in the building, what's going to happen when they start getting here?
This is just purest form of intimidation and harassment they could ever have against free press, against people just trying to shine a light on the darkness that's happening there, and it's pure, outright criminal.
And then they want to go. Try to talk to one guy. He's like, "Oh, we don't want to get political." Oh, this is political right here. This is political.
Yeah, they told us we're doing this on behalf of the Bilderberg group. They said it. They admitted
Why
it.
do they think
told
it's
me
going to work? It's never worked before, has it?
Paul,
We're
you
not
want to
just
explain what's
leave.
going on here?
Okay, so now they're gonna check everyone's bags, pockets, backpacks, just for any kind of illegal. I'm not gonna say drugs, but any kind of weapons, etc. So they're gonna take 2 police officers. Will take one of you each, check your equipment, your belongings, and that will be it. If you are claiming that anything is missing afterwards, tell me immediately so we can make a proper complaint to the police, because it happened last year, unfortunately. Ja, ich hatte nur dazu, weil wir hatten das letztes Jahr bei
We're going to be searching through our bags now to find illegal contraband. I guess just trying to find a reason.
So we're about to search all of our bags?
Yeah.
I think actually the police are in an illegal gathering. There's more than 15 police here. So that would be illegal.
I really liked how they started by surrounding us by saying they didn't like your light, and then they come here with their giant ass police light here.
I don't think I turned on my light until we got surrounded. But I have to go
Yeah,
look at that.
yeah. Just any reason to surround us.
That
Any
was my
reason to get us to the back. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
This is a bright light, though. I really like it. Look at this. Watch. Boom. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
They're going to tackle you if we turn that one on, yeah.
All right, Rob Dew with Infowars.com, and we're live in Dresden, Germany. There's a group of 7 or so adults. You'd like to look at my bag?
You're the next.
Oh, I'm the next one. So I get to be part of the bag search now. That's going on. This is how they treat journalists.
On the car?
Yeah, on the ground. Like, okay, let me put this. I'm going to put this on the ground. All right.
I will take care.
Here's my bag. Sure. Now it's got 2 pockets up at the top. There's a pocket here, and then a pocket that opens up. So, anyway, my bags are now being searched. And I'm gonna look at my wallet. I got some money in there.
Yes.
some earbuds.
Yeah,
Very
it's a good
dangerous.
idea.
Very dangerous. They have earbuds.
Yeah, that's fine.
How you guys doing tonight? Having a good time?
Passport holder.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And cell phone. Okay.
That's the company press pass, and then and it's attached to my. So this is Rob Dew. I'm live streaming from Dresden, Germany, where bags are being searched. The crime is walking 10 steps away from a. I'm gonna pull all the stuff that I've intricately packed into my bag. It's tape. Those are wet wipes and a battery.
So we're here till Sunday, covering the meeting. Is this gonna happen every day?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, this is we're here attempting to cover the secret meeting that is going on with Bilderberg. So that's going to open up. Let me show you this. This goes all the way around, and then it opens up. Yeah, lay it flat, and then you won't spill everything out.
If you wanna, you can open it.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff in there. Sunglasses,
Okay. Yeah. Just lay it down like this.
flashlight.
Oh, okay.
Those are foot pads for walking around all day. Those are really good too. I bought those in Italy. They're good when you have to stand around all day. That's to hold a cell phone. That is a cord. I'm just going off through it just so we all know what's. I have some throat lozenges in there when I have to scream. Ricola, Ricola. That's a flask. It's a battery for charging. That's a microphone.
You guys have to stay out here all night.
That is called the super zoom camera
Stay out here all night.
to get the faces of the globalists as they go in to plan our future. Right? They're going to dictate. Now that's got a blade on it, and that's got a pair of pliers. It's called a Leatherman, but it's a tool.
Have you ever experienced this before here?
What's your name?
Yes, I have.
How long have you been here?
Where are you from?
1 year and 1 month.
1 year and 1 month.
Yeah.
Is this pretty the usual?
This is not usual.
No.
I've had many encounters with German police. I've covered over 1,000 protests in Europe, and but I've never had this just immediately surrounded.
Police car for each person that was walking up near the Bilderberg. So.
Yeah.
Watson, are you clear?
Clear.
Yeah.
Paul
Watson
doesn't have a bag, so that's white privilege.
Still had to empty my pockets.
He's so privileged he doesn't have to carry a
Also,
bag.
he's a male, so I say we arrest him anyway.
effing white male.
Here, when all of a sudden you're surrounded by at least 14 or 15 police. Again,
And the police don't realize that their future is also being determined by these this unelected cabal of criminals that are going to meet together and basically determine our fate. And the fact that the mainstream media is not covering, if 200 rock stars got together, there would be press everywhere, right? And you guys would be letting the press go wherever they wanted to. But 200 politicians get together in secret, and it's the end of the frickin' world if you want to put a camera on it. It is literally the end of the world in Dresden, Germany right now. We're witnessing it happen as we speak because we want to show the fact that world leaders get together in secret to talk. You made it? You're good? All right. Luke Radowski, it's been cleared.
Now we got to go through the passport check.
I know.
Passport check.
And the blacklist and everything else that goes along with it.
Jeff Berwick from the Dollar Vigilante over there now being searched.
Officer on deck.
I'm gonna translate again.
Genau, wenn Sie nochmal kurz übersetzen, wie Sie gerade schon gesagt haben. Die Maßnahme ist an sich erstmal beendet. Wir haben Ihre Identität festgestellt und wir haben Ihre mitgeführten Sachen bestimmt, weil Sie sich in dem Kontrollbereich aufgehalten haben. Ich mache Ihnen hiermit noch eine Gefährderansprache. Ich weiß nicht, ob es ein englisches Wort dafür gibt.
Ich werde eins finden.
Da im Umfeld des Taschenbergspalais es schon zu Störungen gekommen ist, auch von Reportern und auch schon Störungen angekündigt wurden, dass sie sich friedlich verhalten, dass sie sich, wenn möglich, nicht allzu oft hier aufhalten und dass sie gegenüber dem Sicherheitspersonal bzw. der Polizei keine Störungen oder Behinderungen ausüben.
So what's he saying?
So he said the measurements, like the control is over. They searched or they checked our IDs. They searched our equipment. Everything is fine so far. So that police action is officially over now. But he gives he called it it's not a threat warning, but maybe you can translate it as a cautionary safety warning. Also for the next days when you're here, please obey what police officers tell you. Don't interrupt, disrupt their job or their actions they do. Don't cause any trouble. Always be respectful, and then you should be fine.
That goes both ways,
Also,
right?
because there were apparently today there were already disruptions in safety
We won't bother you guys when you do your jobs. Please don't bother us when we do our jobs.
Yeah, that's what he meant. There were distractions done by reporters beforehand. That's why they are now giving us that
What do
warning.
they consider distractions?
Eine Gegenfrage, was wird denn als, ja, als oder nicht Unterbrechung, aber als Gefährdung des Polizeidienstes gesehen?
Wenn sie zum Beispiel eine Maßnahme behindern oder wenn sie direkt eine Störung ausüben, also sprich eine Straftat oder Unordnungswidrigkeit.
So whenever you cause any kind of trouble, any kind of illegal stuff, that will be considered distraction, or if you are blocking or stopping the police from doing their job.
Can we have our passports back?
Yes. Ja. Genau. Also unsere Maßnahme ist jetzt hiermit beendet. Sie sind vor Ort entlassen und kriegen jetzt ihre Dokumente zurück.
Und wir dürfen uns frei bewegen.
Genau.
Außerhalb der Blockade.
Genau, die Frau Rehse.
Das bin
sind
ich.
Sie.
Alright, so yeah, it's officially over. We are free to go anywhere, even inside the control zone.
So now we're being allowed to walk through the vaunted, the prestigious Bilderberg area.
What was anyone doing to warrant that?
Well, we got up and walked 10 steps, I would say 10 to 15 steps away from a dinner table. We were coming back from dinner. We saw Luke and Dan and Lauren and the Dollar Vigilante, and his name's Jeff. And we said, hey guys, everything cool? And they seemed a little, or at least Luke seemed a little miffed about what happened earlier today. He's like, hey, we should all go walk over there and see what happens. And so this is what happened. We were shown the full velvet glove of tyranny from the police here, of stopping people and searching through their bags, while other people were allowed to walk. We're allowed to walk through the area. A couple of people who were sympathetic to our cause tried to stop and see what was going on. They were told 20 meters back, 20 meters back. So that is basically what went on in the last 15 minutes since we were running this Facebook mention. So I wasn't even thinking about that, and Josh said, hey, can you do Facebook mentions? Boom, we're running it, and it's very interesting how these guys treat the press, because I don't think they would treat the German national media this way, or BBC if BBC had the balls enough to come here. I don't even think they would treat RT. I think they'd probably have a little reverence for RT being a Russia propaganda arm. But here, alternative media is treated like toads, essentially. We're treated like persona non grata just because we want to ask the people that are coming into this meeting of an unelected group that's getting together and determining our destiny. Hey, what are you talking about here? What's going to be on the agenda? Even though we know now that the global tax is on their agenda, they want to save the earth, and by saving the earth, they want to create little plastic domes that they air condition, which they have inside. I guess it's a new prototype that they'll be testing out in the middle of the Taschenberg Palais Kibnitsky Hotel.
So this is the basically not even the first night. No one's really here. There may be a couple people inside. You know, it really doesn't look like it. I got what? The hallways right there. The hallways are lit.
Secretaries will probably be in place by now.
Yeah, the hallways are lit. We see that there. Those are just hallways. Down there is a shop. So those right there are hallways, and the rooms are dark. So what do these next few days hold?
Well, in Austria, I mean, you got harassed for 2-3 days before they even met. They kind of got a sense of who you were. They obviously still checked our passports whenever we went up to that area, but that was different because that was a very secluded area in relation to the city, which was several miles down the hill, down the mountain. Whereas this is almost basically in the middle of a major city. So, you know, maybe it's going to be more like Copenhagen, where the police were pretty cool, but judging by that incident, it doesn't look great so far. But we've seen in the past they try to intimidate us, and in many cases it's on orders of Bilderberg, but they're so incredibly stupid. Why do they even think that's going to work? It's only going to generate news headlines for us. That's what we want. We're not asking to be intimidated. We're not trying to cause a problem, or trouble as they called it. In fact, when we asked the police, when the German translator asked the police what constitutes causing a, quote, distraction, which is the word they use, they said, oh, just causing trouble.
Anything.
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 We were walking back to our hotel. What trouble were we causing? It's not about us doing anything, it's about them in a predatory fashion. And again, they're ordered to do this by Bilderberg, we've seen it in the past, coming and getting in our faces, trying to intimidate us. But this is our job, this is what we do.
Beware of Germans bearing gifts.
We're not just random people on the side of the street who have got ensnared in this. We know this is coming, we expect it. So it's not going to work, but they do it every single year. You know, it gives us good footage. I mean, it's of no, unless we get thrown in a van and driven off somewhere, then it's no big deal to us, but they still do it every single year because these people are authoritarians. They have no grasp of what freedom means, which is why they do it every single year. And they've done it yet again. We've got it on tape and it's shocking.
ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg-Marsdorf-Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt sie? Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS! Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Nicht als Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager!
Thousands of years ago, there was a basic form of chivalry. Our ancestors would hear the drums of war, giving the warriors of the tribe a chance to organize and prepare a defense. 60 years ago, when foreign air forces were approaching filled with bombs, they had drums of their own, air raid sirens. But in the 21st century, there are silent weapons for quiet war. Pathogens added to the food and water, and to the lining of plastics that destroy our vitality, turn off our hormones, and accelerate our journey towards death. I'd personally counter this onslaught with Anthroplex. Anthroplex is designed with known organic concentrated herbs to create the basic foundation to normal metabolic activity inside the human body. Discover why Anthroplex is turning so many heads today. It's time for us to take our bodies back into our own hands, and it starts at InfoWarsLife.com with Anthroplex.
We're being searched individually by the police. We came into an area which was walking home from where we went to eat to the restaurant back to our hotel. We were surrounded by police. We were asked to provide our ID, and now we're being searched for whatever illegal contraband. And as Luke said, it's an intimidation tactic. How do they even think it's going to work? Like, we're not going to come back here tomorrow. We're going to be here until Sunday, whatever happens, because the mainstream media won't cover this. We have to. We have to go through all this every single year just to shine a light on this, because the mainstream refuses to do so. So here we are yet again, going through this whole procedure.
So it appears more cops are arriving, and we've taken about 5 steps from the, yeah. Are they talking about my bright light?
Yeah.
No one's asked me to turn it on.
He's totally surrounded by a lot of police officers. They stopped us here and told us to leave.
Guten Tag, die Herrschaften. Wenn Sie mir mal kurz zuhören, verstehen Sie Deutsch?
Kein Deutsch.
Können Sie übersetzen?
I can translate, yeah.
Okay. Sie befinden sich hier in einem Kontrollbereich.
You're in the middle of a control zone.
Werden wir jetzt von Ihnen die Identität erstmal feststellen.
So they want to have our identities, like any kind of ID.
Geben Sie mal bitte dem Kollegen Ihre Ausweise.
That is actually legal in Germany.
From the press. Keine Presseausweise, sondern Personaldokumente.
Passports only, no press. No, but that's legal, but that's not a reason for...
So, at least we could film. Last time I was here doing this, my cameras were taking away.
The rebel team Infowars, and we're being asked to hand in our passports for just being within 50 meters approximately of where the Bilderberg is.
So this is how they treat visitors to Germany.
I think he's asking me to turn off my light. Is that correct?
He complains about the bright and that you're